Hello, welcome to this update for the Caribbean and Hurricane Melissa, and also a thing or two for North America. So let's see. Today's October 26th, Sunday morning, and we have Category 3 Hurricane Melissa there in the Central Caribbean, and it's strengthening very fast. So yesterday night, it started rapidly intensifying much faster than it was scheduled to. So now it could become a Category 5 before it reaches Jamaica. The National Hurricane Center currently has like reaching potential Category 4 today and potentially even Category 5 by Monday tomorrow. So you could have a Category 5 or 4 landfall by Monday or Tuesday. They do have a weakening to Category 4 before the official landfall, but this thing could well maintain Category 5 status depending on what happens. So here's the current official track, shows like major hurricane, right? And it goes as a major hurricane, but now the difference is that they still have a major hurricane passing over eastern Cuba. So this could be very dangerous for the Bahamas, Cuba, and the Turks and Caicos as well. And there's still a tropical storm warning in southern Haiti and a hurricane watch there and a hurricane warning most of Jamaica. So let's see here. Some rainfall first. They do have potential close to 40 inches in eastern Jamaica. That's like 750 millimeters or more. So it shows like some spots in central Jamaica, so like 100 to 500 millimeters, and western Jamaica should be less because this thing will mostly east side loaded with the worst of the rainfall, especially on the east side. So if you are in eastern Jamaica, you really should pay attention and prepare now. So let's see what they say about the flooding. Jamaica, so seek shelter now. Damage winds and heavy rainfall today and on Monday could cause catastrophic, life-threatening flash flooding, numerous landslides before the strongest winds arrive Monday night into Tuesday morning, and extensive infrastructural damage, long-duration power outages and communication outages, and isolation of communities are expected. Life-threatening storm surge likely on parts of southern coast Monday night into Tuesday morning. So please, this is extremely serious situation. Category 4 or 5 will make landfall in Jamaica in the next 3 days, especially the official landfall Monday to Tuesday. So this could be one of the strongest hurricanes to make direct landfall in Jamaica in the modern era. So please be careful and please follow official orders. And if you're asked to evacuate certain areas, please do so, especially areas close to the coast where the storm surge could flood and areas prone to landslides because there could be some catastrophic landslides from this. So please stay safe. And let's see for Haiti. Catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding. Landslides are expected across southwestern Haiti through midweek, causing extensive infrastructural damage and isolation of communities. Although winds are temporarily decreased on the Tiburon Peninsula, they could increase again in western Haiti on Tuesday, like after the hurricane goes to Jamaica and to Cuba. And the Dominican Republic, still some heavy rainfall through midweek could produce some catastrophic flash flooding, numerous landslides in southern parts of the country, and eastern Cuba, southeastern Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. Monitor Melissa closely. There's increasing risk of significant storm surge, damaging winds, and heavy rainfall by midweek in eastern Cuba. The risk of life-threatening flash flooding, landslides is increasing. Hurricane watches and affect parts of eastern Cuba. So please stay safe in those areas. This is extremely serious situation. Let's see here as well if it loads. So here the tropical storm force winds in practically most of Jamaica because this will be category 4 or 5 in array. Some high tropical storm force wind probabilities across the Turks and Caicos, Cuba, and those areas. And here are the hurricane force winds. Let's see if it loads because it's extremely slow today. Shows especially in Jamaica there, but also some rising probabilities across Cuba and especially in the southern Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. So let's see here if this works. I don't know why here finally. So let's see in Spanish. En Jamaica busque refugio ahora los vientos dañinos y fuertes lluvias hoy lunes causarán inundaciones repentinas catastróficas que amenazan la vida, numerosos deslizamientos de tierra antes que los vientos más fuertes lleguen al lunes por la noche o martes por la mañana. Se esperan daños infraestructurais extensos, cortes de energía, comunicaciones de larga duración y aislamiento de comunidades. La marejada ciclónica que amenaza la vida es probable a lo largo de porciones de la costa sur, lunes por la noche y martes por la mañana. Y en Haití se esperan inundaciones repentinas, deslizamientos de tierra catastróficos que amenazan la vida, todo el sureste de Haití, medianos de la semana, probablemente causando daños infraestructurales extensos y aislamiento de comunidades, aunque los vientos están disminuyendo temporariamente en la península de Tiburón, podrían aumentar nuevamente a través de grande parte del oeste de Haití el martes. Y la de República Dominicana, aún hay lluvias fuertes en medianos de la semana que pueden producir inundaciones repentinas catastróficas, numerosos deslizamientos de tierra por zonas del sur del país, el este de Cuba, el sueste de los Bahamas y los Turks and Caicos. Monitoreé Melissa de cerca. Hay un riesgo creciente de una marejada ciclónica significativa, los vientos dañinos fuertes, lluvias medianos de la semana. En el este de Cuba, el riesgo de inundaciones repentinas, deslizamientos de tierra que amenazan la vida está aumentando. Una vigilancia de huracán está en efecto en el este de Cuba. So you all heard that. Please stay safe. This thing might cause some catastrophic damage. So please be careful. This hurricane will make landfall Monday to Tuesday. But there's already extremely heavy rain and strong winds in Jamaica today. So if you were to evacuate the island itself, I don't think there's enough time anymore. But if you are on the westernmost side, it's still some calm conditions, but like spots in eastern Jamaica, I don't think there's enough time. So if you should hunker down an extremely strong place away from storm surge, from landslide prone areas, and and away from places prone to flooding. Stay safe in a sturdy place and away from flooding and strong winds, a place that can handle the winds and warn others. So please stay safe, especially like the capital of Jamaica, Kingston, is right in the middle of all of this because you'll make landfall through like southern central Jamaica and the worst will be on the east side. So this could well affect the capital a lot. So please stay safe. In Western Jamaica, you're safer. So don't don't freak out, but still be careful because there'll still be some heavy rain, possible landslides, and some strong winds in Western Jamaica too. But the worst central through Eastern Jamaica. So please stay safe no matter what, and and help others. But first, please stay safe. So there are a few different models for rainfall. And if you saw the National Hurricane Center, it said like 750 millimeters plus. But if you go on the European model, it only shows 500 millimeters, like 500, 400, like almost 70% of the island, more than 300 to 700 millimeters. So this will cause some catastrophic flooding in less than 3 days, this rainfall. So please stay safe. But like, let's compare the GFS. The GFS is slightly closer to the National Hurricane Center, like 600 millimeters, especially in eastern Jamaica. The icon is 400, like it's even 700 on the icon. So this could well happen because if there was if there were a high resolution model in this part of the world, it would surely show like more rain than the major models are showing, like 500 on the European. So localized spots could get up to 750 or even more, especially like according to the National Hurricane Center. So please stay safe. safe in those areas and know that especially like central to eastern Jamaica, especially some eastern portions throughout the next 5 days, you could get more than 700 millimeters. But the amount doesn't matter. What matters is that you stay safe from flooding, because even 100 millimeters can cause flooding. So please stay safe from the flooding and landslides and warn others. Please stay safe. So for Cubas is showing now some 200 to 300 millimeters on the European model, but there could be more. The GFS is 300 to 400 in Eastern Cuba, so please prepare there as well because you still have more time. You have way more time than Jamaica has, so that's good for you to prepare. And also in the Turks and Caicos and southern Bahamas, especially in the Turks and Caicos, prepare for like strong winds, more storm surge, and the heavy rain in Cuba as well, the southern coast of Cuba, the storm surge and everything. So please stay safe in those areas and warn others. So just checking Melissa again. So if it becomes like category 5, it might have some 200 to 160 mile per hour sustained winds. So the wind gusts, you should decrease to category 4 right before landfall, but some wind gusts in Jamaica, I bet they could reach like 170 mile per hour gusts in a few areas. So especially because these areas use more kilometer per hour than mile per hour. So let's see here if any models show us anything good. So these are not high resolution models to show like the precise wind gusts, but they give us a pretty good idea. So the European model show like 199 to 200 km per gust, and category 5 is like 252 sustained winds, if I'm right. So if it should make landfall as a category 4, but still category 4, I expect some wind gusts, especially in the southern coast of Jamaica, more than 230 km per gust. So please stay safe. This is an extremely serious situation. Also shows across western Jamaica, close to 100 km per gust or more, in eastern Jamaica as well. But the European is worse for central areas where the landfall will be. The GFS landfall is slightly further east, but don't even look at the wind gusts on the GFS because it doesn't even know why it's showing like 130 is not realistic. But there's the icon here that's usually good. So it does show like spots southern Jamaica, 199 to 200 km per gust. I still think this will be higher. If it makes landfall as a high-end category 4, the wind gusts should be much higher. But later, Jamaica has a lot of terrain and a few like hills and mountains. So once this makes landfall, it should weaken because of the terrain. But please stay safe. This will be an extremely dangerous, catastrophic storm. So please stay safe. Check some links in the description to see if there are any good warnings. There's the Meteorological Service of Jamaica. They do talk about the hurricane warning here and some recommendations like flying objects. The breeze can cause injury and rivers may burst their banks and low-lying areas. Stay away from power lines, exposed electrical wires. So just please stay safe. These things also in the description there. So please be careful. Now let's see if there's something else here. Just seeing further to the future, the European has this making landfall in eastern Cuba still as a very strong hurricane. The National Hurricane Center still has a category 3 making landfall in eastern Cuba. So this could be still life-threatening. Then it shows Tuesday, Wednesday into the Turks and Caicos, southern Bahamas. And once it's over water again after Cuba, it should start producing some much higher gusts once again. So please stay safe Wednesday. and spots Southern Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, and you should watch in Bermuda as well because like shows Friday the 31st, you might approach Bermuda down the road. So better just keep a watch. There's like the global plus hurricane models. They do take this through Eastern Cuba and that they're into the Turks and Caicos. And later does have Bermuda in the middle of this as well. So please watch if you are in Bermuda. It's now a high-end category 3. It's practically about to turn into a category 4. And then a few models have category 5, and now the National Hurricane Center is category 5 too. So there's a very high chance it becomes a category 5. But like right at landfall, it should weaken to category 4. But you never know. We'll see. So please stay safe. This will be an extremely dangerous storm. And the GFS is like the east of Bermuda, but it does get close as well. So please just stay safe. This will be extremely dangerous storm. And just to mention, there's this lonely tropical storm Sonia in the Eastern Pacific. It should remain a tropical storm there and go away. So now for like let's just see later in the future. No, this is not important because we have a category 5 hurricane at our cards right now, but let's just mention this because I think you should know. So like tropical depression probabilities, the Atlantic, of course, there's Hurricane Melissa there now. This goes, there's a subtropical, not subtropical, an extratropical feature there in the Azores that might affect Spain and Portugal. So we'll probably talk about that later today or tomorrow. But this goes, and then it does show later this month some tropical depression probabilities, the southwestern Caribbean once again. This is too far south in my opinion, but we better just monitor these chances in case of like something from the gyres, Central America. Just better watch this area in the near future, but still don't worry about that. Let's focus on Melissa now. So stay safe, please. Warn others. Let's just see if there's like anything very important for severe weather today. Not really. There's still this light risk ongoing in the Gulf Coast from the storms yesterday, but the actual day one today, just a marginal tornado or two in the south, some wind gusts and some hail still in the south. So be careful today in those areas, especially like the remnants of those storms might cause some risk of damaging winds and water spouts. So be careful, and excessive rainfall still a slight risk in the south. So be careful, some flash flooding. And yeah, but the rest of the future outlook for North America, there are some interesting things coming, but we'll make another video just for that because this one needed to be more for Melissa. But just be aware and please stay safe this hurricane and help spread the word because it's almost to Jamaica. So please stay safe and warn others. And just checking the satellite again, there's still some rough bands across southern Hispaniola that heavy rainfall and flooding. So please stay safe. And I saw someone talk about an eye wall like a cube or square shape because of some massive vortices in the eye wall. That was very crazy, but it means that this thing is still rapidly intensifying. So please stay safe and please be careful. This thing will be extremely dangerous. And tomorrow or Tuesday, we'll have another update for Cuba and the other areas. So please stay safe.